Yo, what it do, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man. Stay true, Sean, man. We back in the building with another banger, man. We back with another video. Listen, y'all. Listen. There was subscribers requested like 2 days ago to react to this NBA YoungBoy documentary. I know a lot about YoungBoy, honestly, like, cause I grew up when I'm talking about I grew up. I watched that nigga when he was fucking with Scotty Kane and shit. I've been fucking with him since he dropped a song with Scotty Kane, some shit. That was like one of his first songs. You feel me? It wasn't his first song, but it was one of his first songs and shit. After that song, and he dropped 38 Baby, that's really when he blew up for real. But we got his documentary. We gonna react to this bit. Y'all know how it is, man. Subscribe to the channel, bruh. Subscribe to the channel, bruh. Oh, my bad. Hold on, listen, y'all. Listen. RP the game, man. RP King Von, man. I'm gonna say that shit every video, man. That shit crazy. Shit still hitting me. It's gonna forever hit me, bruh. But anyway, yeah, like the video, bruh. Subscribe, man. And if it's for the person who requested this video, subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody request. You feel me? Whoever watched this video, request the video. I'll drop that bit. You feel me? I'm on the grind, so just let me know. We gonna get to it though.
In this particular place, it was hard. It was hard for real. We ain't really had much now.
Ooh. I'm gonna pull up his style. Oh shit.
Cantrell was born on October 20th, 1999 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He referred to Baton Rouge as a rare place with a different culture, atmosphere, and crooked police. He grew up without his father in the picture after he was sentenced to 50 plus years. His mother would move away because of this. She sent him to live with his grandparents on 38th and Chippewa Street at a young age with his half-siblings, one of them being his older brother Pierre.
Biologic is my real brother.
When he was 4 years old, he fell off of a bed at his grandparents', breaking his neck. This forced him to wear a halo brace until his spine healed, which would leave permanent scars on his head. YoungBoy would stay in Baton Rouge with his grandma, who he says spoiled him whenever she could afford it. When talking of his grandma, he says she's the only woman he's ever really felt love from.
I always stay with my grandma like my grandma took care of me. My grandma gave me anything I want. My grandma made me feel love. And when she died, I ain't never felt that feeling again. Only time I ever feel love is when I walk on stage.
And that shit is hurtful, bro. That shit damn near want to bring me to tears right now because, nigga, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, real street niggas know. Well, it's not even about being a street nigga. It ain't even about being a hood nigga. It ain't even about being a nigga growing up through poverty. But all three of those things play a big part into grandmothers, bro. Like, grandmothers be there for you, like, from the jump. You feel me? No matter if you got your moms, no matter if you got your pops, no matter if you ain't got either one of them. You feel me? Grandmother's gonna be there for you. They gon' even though them being old, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, be having checks or whatever. Nigga, they'll use their last and help you through anything, any situation, bro. That's why I fucking love my grandmother. But you know what I'm saying, you know, being old, you know what I'm saying, that comes with, you know what I'm saying, shorter life and everything. So, you know what I'm saying, they bound to pass away. Like my grandmother, like she only got a few more years in her, like shit, probably not even a year. And that shit hurt me, but you know what I'm saying, I don't think I ever feel love the way I do from her, like from anybody else. You feel me? Cause this shit is genuine. It's genuine. She wanna talk to me. She wanna call me. Like anybody else call me, they ask me for something. They ask me to do something. Like it don't never be how you doing. Are you okay? Like how's life been? Whatever. Like what are you doing? Like shit like that. Nobody do that for real. Everybody call and want something. But my grandma, she calls, she just want to see how I'm doing. She just want to make sure I'm okay. She just want to hear my voice. Like, grandmas play a big part in young niggas' lives, for real.
Growing up, he was closest to his older brother Pierre, who would have a lot of responsibility being the oldest of 10 siblings and half-siblings. When Cantrell was 7 years old, he came to Pierre on the porch with a notebook and told him he wanted to be a rapper, being inspired by his biological mom, who used to be a rapper as well.
He started off writing in the composition notebook. We was on the porch. He came to me with this composition notebook, and he was like, you know, this is what he gonna do.
He began writing his first raps over the coming years, but was still a child and didn't take it 100% serious yet. As he and his brother got older, there's no question that the street life would influence them, but it wasn't always that way. In fact, they would try at an early age to make legitimate money by cutting neighbors' lawns for $7 each. This obviously didn't last long, as it simply wasn't enough money to keep them out of trouble.
It's either jail or death, like literally.
They started stealing bikes and car batteries at a young age, eventually leading up to home break-ins. He would eventually drop out of school in the 9th grade and start taking rap more serious. This was around the time his grandmother would pass away from heart failure, leaving Control nowhere to go. Control would move in with his half-brother Pierre and Pierre's mother Monique, who would be like a second mom to him, even referring to her as mom. At 12 years old, Pierre and Control would be having a conversation about life when Pierre told him not to worry, we're never going to be broke again. This conversation would lead to the beginning of the NBA slogan, starting with just the two of them and then expanding to his cousins and younger brothers as well. Monique, who saw the hard work they had been putting in, would fund their first official studio session, and also help them buy a microphone from Walmart. Looking up to other Baton Rouge rappers like Lil Fat, Fredo Bang, and G Money, who was one of his first mentors, he started to craft his style. Wasting no time, Youngboy put his first official song out on YouTube titled For a Reason.
Mentor, hold on. G Money and them was not his mentor, bro. Like, what the fuck? That was one of his niggas. That was one of a nigga he grew up with. You feel me? Shit, they went on some best friendship, but cause niggas don't call they brothers best friend. They basically call them they brothers. Basically, that's a nigga way of saying that's their best friend. You feel me, bro? That wasn't his mentor, but I can see why you would say that, cause G Money been rapping. You feel me? I knew G Money before anybody knew G Money because he was dating this girl. She was bald headed, but she was bad as fuck though. Like, and she was Instagram famous for a minute. I don't know whatever happened to her, but yeah, that nigga G Money was dating this girl, and she was famous before that nigga, and she the one who got him the little buzz that he had, but that nigga was rapping too, so.
You could see his potential even this early on.
YouTube, the only platform that I could just run to and drop and let you, just get whatever it is, like ASAP.
Pierre, better known as NBA 3, would take the role as manager in all things business. He started printing over 1,000 CDs of Youngboy's music and passing them around Baton Rouge. This gave them their very first but also small fan base. Soon as Youngboy was really starting to consistently make music, he would have his first run-in with the law, putting him in juvie for 6 months for a break-in.
I ain't gonna say it was the best thing that happened to me, but shit, it helped me know my purpose. It helped me know what I want to do.
While in jail, he had time to write raps and work on his lyricism, so he could be ready to drop music on his release. While 3 is promoting the music and doing the...
Bro, that's all. Y'all. My bad, I keep fucking up. But that's all you could do in jail is fucking write music, bro. You feel me? So, shit, that's what every nigga in jail do.
groundwork, Youngboy would be released from juvie and drop his first ever mixtape titled Before the Fame, which was very fitting.
Before Fame was really everything. That was like, it was the breaking point of the whole NBA career, like never broke in itself.
When it came to work ethic, he looked up to rappers like Jeezy and liked how he was known for dropping back-to-back mixtapes. He knew he wanted to do something similar by flooding the streets with music.
Damn.
He spent the next year dropping...
That's crazy. That's something I didn't know. Like, that he looked up to Jeezy. Shit. Yeah, and Jeezy was dropping hella albums and shit. Yeah, so like that's why that nigga Youngboy didn't drop like 2-3 albums this year. Bro, that nigga he be flooding with the albums, bro. And like, I ain't gonna lie, these last couple albums, like Top was hard. Until I returned or some shit, it was cool. Yeah, it was alright. But shit, it wasn't fucking with the Top album. But shit, what else? That Rich the Kid album, I ain't gonna lie. Rich the Kid, bro, that nigga be pissing me off, bro. That nigga sound the same, bro. That nigga Rich the Kid is ass, my nigga. That nigga's ass. Youngboy carried the whole album, my nigga. Like, that nigga voices, bro. He just need to be a label owner or fucking some shit like that. He don't need to be fucking rapping, but Rich the Kid was hard at first though, for sure. When he first dropped. But yeah. I ain't know that nigga Youngboy, that's why that nigga Youngboy dropped so many albums. Shit. But that's dedication though, for sure.
dropping mixtapes and trying to build a buzz outside his local area of Baton Rouge, dropping Mind of a Menace 1, then 2, and later Before I Go. By now he's gained enough credits to start catching the attention of mainstream artists and a much wider variety of fans, reaching outside his home state. Kevin Gates and Boozy would be some of the first major artists to hop on a song with him and give him his first cosign.
Gates told me to keep working. Boosie, man, he just told me he could show me some things.
As well as Meek Mill, who is said to have been one of the first people to discover him and give him the name Youngboy early on. In October 2016, he dropped his breakthrough mixtape 38 Baby, which should really be considered an album for how well put together it was. The tracklist included one of his breakthrough songs, 38 Baby, which would later earn him his first gold recording plaque. With the success of this tape, and a little buzz off some rap beefs, it would put his name into a whole new audience of people, gaining him a ton of new fans. Although he was only 17 at the time, his music sounded like it was coming from someone much older because of how raw, spiritual, and emotional it was, which we can trace back to his very real childhood. This would be enough for him to catch the attention of multiple major labels, who would soon be calling. He would also officially change his name to Youngboy Never Broke Again to avoid any issues with the National Basketball League, although he's still considered NBA Youngboy to everyone else. In an interview with XXL in 2016, he stated, "I'm going to be the next new thing that you see in rap. I'm Youngboy." On November 28, 2016, NBA Youngboy was arrested before a show in Austin, Texas. He was booked for 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder and held on a $200,000 bond. Although he was only 17, he could be tried as an adult for attempted murder. He went from the biggest new artist in rap scene to possibly facing life imprisonment. Just as everyone thought he would take a break from dropping music, he ended 2016 with yet 2 more projects, Mind of a Menace 3 and Before I Go Reloaded, which added up to over 6 mixtapes in a 1-year span, something that very few rappers are capable or even able to get away with, 2 of them being released from behind bars. This was a scary situation though. If Youngboy was convicted, his career and everything he worked for could potentially end. He would be held until May of 2017 for when he faced his trial. Fortunately, he was released after taking a plea deal, and immediately dropped his single Untouchable, which had a lot of messages hidden inside it. One of them saying, "I'll never jeopardize it again," where we can assume he was talking about his situation. At this point, what more could he have proven at 18 years old? Although that wouldn't be the last time Youngboy would get into trouble, he has not come close to being charged with something this serious since. In 2018, he announced his first studio album, Until Death Call My Name. It featured artists like Future, Birdman, Lil Uzi, and Offset, solidifying his spot in the mainstream. From there forward, Youngboy didn't even come close to stopping. He knew it was his time, dropping back-to-back mixtapes and EPs where he would go platinum in the streets and then platinum on the charts.
I just knew at one point it wasn't no stopping me. You hear me? I knew that this moment was gonna come, nigga, to put me right there with you.
To date, Youngboy has more gold and platinum plaques than you could probably imagine, and he has been consistently the most viewed YouTube artist for over 2 years straight, pulling over 50 million views a week. There's no denying what Youngboy has accomplished is insane. All of this happened while spending a majority of his career either locked up or on house arrest, showing us nothing is impossible, even at a young age, but it wasn't easy.
Hey man, that's it for this video, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this video should have been like, it should have been titled like NBA Youngboy Before the Fame or some shit, or Introduction to the Fame or some shit. I ain't gonna lie, it shouldn't have been documentary because it ain't showing his whole life. It's just showing shit. I mean, I guess it did kind of show where he grew up and, you know what I'm saying, where he lived and shit. So yeah, it could be a mini documentary. But hey, look, anyway, link to the video in the description, man. Go watch the video if y'all want to watch the real version without hearing me talk. Like the video, subscribe. We got more videos coming. Just request some. If not, then y'all gotta wait till I find something to watch. But other than that, I'm out, bruh.